Um, Welcome back, guys. And this is Sunday, and to be honest with you guys, um, I don't have any pairs trade. Starting the week with time frame, I see AUD is still bullish, hasn't shifted. GPUSD price is still bullish, doesn't shifted. It shifted, but uh, we're at this level now. Um, 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 So if it's buying, this is where we can buy from. Now let's see what the daily has to say. Um, According to the daily time frame, this is still the only level I can buy from, right? Because it's the one that led to this push. You see? Uh-huh. So meaning I have to still give this trade a week for it to test. Euro GPP, and you're seeing there's really nothing left. USD card, you can see this is one price. It's kind of trying to find its way over testing. Mm. So, uh, we put in the daily time frame. Where price rewarding is in the weekly. With the weekly time frame, we can clearly tell that I still need another week to take candle for price to close at this level. Okay? Yeah. Unless if this weekly close was closed at this point, yes, then I'll buy this. Or yeah, if it closed at this point here, then I'll buy this. Next week. But I'll wait for weekly time frame to fill this week. And then you can see what you can do other week. So this one can remain on next week. AUD the week is bearish, right? It is bearish. I think we might have a trade though. Mm, that's the day. No, the daily is bullish. Mhm. So all we have to wait for is the daily break below there, right? Mm. So now the question is, what are the odds that this might happen? Wait, this is interesting. I can draw this one out. So among these, I want to fix the ones we analyze. Mhm. So we can just do those and then create something. Um, the weekly time frame. Mhm. Now we'll start with the daily. This one, you can see again. Price. Mm, yeah. Did this price more? Did they just say it's more? Oh, so that's not. No, actually, no, the little times were closed very nice. Even though that's supposed to have a full day weekend of work at this point. Right? Let me just see. Mm. Wouldn't believe how hot it is. It's 33 degrees today. So. Mm, mm, mm. So, it's the daily time frame. Um, I think we can keep this one. Euro USD is spending. Still need time price to come back there. Can see how much far we are from our level. This one also it's to pending. This one also we put it on pending. Why? The weekly is bullish. Oh. Yeah. But the daily is bearish. If you remember. Yeah. Lower high, lower low. Is it? So we can only buy if price makes a lower high and then lower low in a shift, or price breaks above here, then we test and then buy. So I'll put this on pending also. Uh, GBP AUD made price to test this level. I think I can also drag it back pending. Uh, yeah. So I think we uh can try to analyze this. So for this session, I think we can do hey, all these five here, and the next one we'll do these other five. Then I think we'll pick something from there. Mhm. So Mm. With our 36 minutes left, we can do we can spend how many? I think that one 6 minutes and some second on each, right? Mm. Okay. Mhm. So let's start ADNZD. Here you can see uh we've been waiting for price to come back here, right? And all this time. This has been our bro. And now we are almost there. It's only right that we see what happens next, right? Now, and you can see that we almost even closed at this level. Just that during the Asian session, the New York session, everything then changed. I remember what I was telling you about this point here. Where I was saying, yes, there might be an OG level here, but it's not at this level. So expect price to come back here before it can even respect this point. You see? And what did price do? Price came back and held onto this level and then retested the rejected the bid. You see? Mm, so what do you expect to see now? Mm, I can just faint this. What we expect is I just need price to still push above this level. Mm, and then just show me it's holding. That's all. That's the only thing I need for the daily time frame. Mm, that's price to give me a buy. Mm. And to show me it's holding. That's all. Mm, for the forward time frame, you can see that price is is buying nicely, and you can see that we are making lower highs, high highs. Nothing happened there. So the next thing to see is a high high and another high low, another high high, another high low, another high high, another high low, another high high, and a shift, and then a sell. That's all. That's all I need here. See? Mhm. And when that happens, the bearish candle will have something like this. Let me try to edit this. So as I was saying, then you have something like this. And the moment we see this in the daily time frame, this will show that this holding has happened for you before a shift. See? Mm, I know this can happen if price chooses to retest at this level this week. Right? So it's a very nice simple trade that if price just decides to play itself clean, not any sneaky games or anything, would benefit much on this trade. So that's the only thing I am hoping for. Okay. Mm, GPPAUD, I think that's it. But what would have just been way, way, way better is if this weekly time frame closed near this level, mm, at this OG level, that's stand up and better. So, because now, okay, even this is fine. Mm-hmm. Because anything is possible. Okay, but I would have wanted just Brazil. But you see, how the weekly we respect the trade. Then, well, uh, GBP USD, GBP Oof. Guys, do you think we should do it I'm planning? Or we should translate it? Hmm? There's a trade pending just right at this same level where price can go bullish at any moment. I we time from. Hmm? But first, let me read my rules again. Minimum 1 to 3, maximum trade to once entered, no break even, stop this of that profit. No risk in more than 1% weekly. No missed FOMO. If I miss trade, then forget about it until it gives some structure and pull back. Swing trades because they make sense and because I like the pair. Stop loss up. Stop loss below our bamboo. Make self and then. No, if no opportunity, then no trade that week. No adding pairs I don't feel. Every session, each session is only random. The next session. Retail should be candle closure at OG level, not weak rejection. Daily closure and scale to 4 So all this is fine. But let's go to our trading technical rules. This is when price was bullish. Right? And we also had this situation in GBP USD at this level. We said we couldn't trade. Why? Because of the way this week we closed near my exit. And this is what price have did. Mhm. But now, do you know how funny these markets are? The moment you try to now say, okay, let me try this same thing I don't do, and price will do what you always know will happen if you do something like this. So in this trade, we're also tested the same way. See, the daily is bullish here. uh Right? But the goal is uh, price breaks below here. We are bearish. And you can see that it only took a tiny break inside for us to still remain bearish in the forward time frame. So now the question remains, what are the odds that demand the candle will be bearish or bullish. No? Mm, For the daily time frame, this can be fine. You can wait for price to break below here and then sell. Yeah. But the weekly time frame is not allowing. Why? Because we said we don't take sales at the last OG level. Mm? Or buys because we don't know if price is going to respect this level or not. Is that? Mhm. So that's a tough decision. As you can see that the daily is fine. And the daily high low is this one. So you only have a chance to buy here. Once it breaks below this level, you're selling, right? But you're selling based on the weekly OG level where something might happen and anything might happen. Yeah. So, but if the price gives you break like this, and so how the forward time from you, I can't name this is forward time from is currently bearish, high high, retest, high high, shift, low high, lower low. So you expect another lower low and then a break, retest, lower low. See? No, admin does not take GPUSD. Before GPUSD, why I also didn't take this squeeze was at the daily level, which was fine, but the weekly level is the one that wasn't fine. Because once the daily shifted there, oh, everything was okay. Okay. Because all we wanted was the daily shift. Same with this one, all we are looking for is the daily shift, that's all. But the odds are, will price do that and won't come back. Hmm? Mm, or is price trying to respect uh this structure point again and sell more like he did this time here? Sorry, it's very hot. So we'll see what happens. We'll really see what happens. Uh, so uh, no, I think we'll just stick to our rules. Yeah. Okay. Even though it might look tempting to buy, no, we'll just stick to our rules. If you miss it, then that's fine. Okay. GBP USD, price has already reacted from the level. Mm, so since we have this reaction, I can go about this. It's a bit tricky. How is this tricky? Because you can only buy when price comes back. Do we test this same level it left us? And it's one that made, yeah, yeah. Mm, which might not have done. So the only possible way we might join this buy is if price makes another high and another high low, and then breaks above it, then we wait for this to happen. Then we can call this a buy. Okay. USD card. Mm, I wanted to buy this. I wanted to buy this, but the weekly is too far from my rigid level. So I think I'm doing it the week, right? For a price to, and we even know if price either respect this level, the price will break below, like to show us. Mm, the next thing we have is AUDJPY. for my daily one. This one, I think I might trade it. All I'm just waiting for is the daily to shift. Okay, that's all. Just waiting for the daily to break below here. Because once we break below here, then I will have something like this. You know, and this is the point that led to the break. See? So just wait for a break, retest, and then I sell. See? Very clean. I know it's far, but I have faith in this pair. Mm, yeah. So, you know the funny thing? If this pair buys, this pair will sell. This AED pair. Same with this AED pair. The moment this AED pair sells, if it gives us a sale, something like this, then uh this one would buy. Okay. But if this pair continues making higher highs and bullish momentum like this pair might also sell big break below. So it's up to us if we take that risk. Oh, I think that's it. So right now the odds we're favoring for three are GPAD, but the only killer is this go bullish. ADJPY is actually waiting for a daily bearish close here, which will happen. Then I can sell. This one, which will first come back here. That's it, so. Right. Uh, so now that we've covered these five, when I come back, I think in the next 2 hours, no, the next 3 hours, we'll do these two. These also, then the last one, we pick the ones we'll be trading. But this week is the week we might only have maybe 4 pairs traded, or even three. Okay. But anyway, we'll see what we do. Because this pair GPAUD follows AUD USD. So we'll see what will happen. And then we move in that direction. Okay. uh, Welcome back, guys. So, like I told you, Since we already did this five, we can now do this other five for last week. And then we can take it from there. And then we can see how we go about the matches, okay? Uh, First of all, we are going. Yeah, we can start with USDCHF. Yes, we told me. USDCHF. Uh, just try to rewind all this from the time we opened these markets. Right. So that was this was Monday. So this was Friday again. So this was Friday. Let's try to delete, nine. Okay. So in this case, uh, we can see a price at a very nice close on that Monday, that Friday. This is Thursday, so this is Friday. This is Friday. So this is how we close Friday. So in my mind, just in our own experience in the markets, uh, when we see something like this, we automatically know what to happen next, right? Mhm. Mm. We automatically say to ourselves, okay, uh, this is our high, and this is our this is Friday. Okay? Uh-huh. So, uh, if you look at this, uh, you look at this, our hope will be wanting to buy here, right? Mm. This will be our first. This will be the only thing we'll be waiting for, right? As our first week of, official first week of July, we'll be simply waiting for price to retest and then price to close bearish, right? Um, what does price do in this case? Hmm? Price ends up, uh, price ends up Monday. This is what Monday does. Price ends up buying above again. See? So now I'm thinking, okay, since price has tried to buy above, maybe this is the point price wants to inject from. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Price again let down, buys more. Okay. Uh, Price went down by uh, uh, then this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So now imagine the whole trade is now messed up because we're waiting for price to come back here. But then price ends up just buying about and almost taking out this low here, this point here. You see? So let's see what happens on Wednesday. Okay, that's Wednesday. And then Friday. Friday price almost closes at this same level, even below. So we can have hope for this week to sell. But again, what price does is just surprising. Price ends up buying more. You see? And it's making this trade longer in terms of waiting. You see? Because now we still have to wait for price to come back here. You see? That's the bad part now. Uh, but we still don't get discouraged because we still have a shot at this. If you think about it, we just need price to respect this level. But then what happens next is amazing. You can see that price has closed bullish here. So even if I won't be trading this bear, if on Monday, we can have a bearish close, then we can expect this coming week to finally give us the retest we've been waiting for. So at the third week, we might catch this buy. Okay. So that's the conclusion you can make on this pair. If this pair is going to give us an opportunity for next week, on Monday or Tuesday, I need them engulfing. Why? To take out this small short bullish momentum we are seeing here. Okay. Yeah, so this is what I expect price to do this week. And I'll be watching, I think I'll be looking at this the whole time. Okay. I'm looking at this the whole time so we don't feel left behind. Uh, yeah, so that's the thing. And then if you look at the 4 hour time frame, you can see how much hope there was in this pair. Because this is how we closed Friday. Here. This was our Friday close. You see? So if you remember my analysis, if you watch that video, I was saying, okay, now we just wait for price to retest here, and then we can wait for the shift, and then we can buy. That's all. That's all I was saying about this pair. You see? Very attractive pair, very straightforward. Uh, but you can see how things just changed the whole week. Imagine how we just got all this out of nowhere. So what does the market teaches us in this situation? That even if price may look so clean for a next trade or your third trade or your first trade or anything, leave some room for any outcome. Okay. It helps you to adapt to such things, you see. So instead of us complaining about all this, we just say, okay, such that now our retest is way longer. See? And we can give it a shot this week. Okay. Even though we can see that the 4 hour time frame is now bullish, at this point, we can still believe that we can make a high shift and start selling. That can be fine. Our price can just simply open in another step and we can continue to see this type of sales. Okay. But imagine if our only concentration was seeing price to do this. So meaning the moment price does something like this, we have no, yeah, we are already pissed because price hasn't given us what we wanted. See? And that's not how we can survive in the market. We need to have an open mind, okay? We need to have a mind that is fine with anything happening, but just doing our analysis and giving time for the market to do its thing. You see? Mhm. So as of now, this is what we can say about this pair. A very clean pair. Uh, you can also see that it's very much valid for us to wait for another weekly retest. Mm. I don't know, bro. Yeah, you can see because of this bullish close. So it's important that we can give this pair some room to give us a what? Bearish retest like that. Mhm. Mhm. And if not, at least we'll see how we adapt then. Okay? Yeah, because if it doesn't do that, then maybe we can adapt from this point next week. We can adapt from this point. This is the day with us. Yeah, we can adapt from this point. But that depends on how the day closes. So for now, I'll stick to this. Just watch. Okay. Uh yeah, so that's our idea for this week. It's just it can this one can hang into next week. Yeah, just by the look of this, right? And this was the easiest payout because if you can see, we were right about the buy. You know, price would touch this level and price would buy. And it did what we wanted, you see? But it's just the kind of touch we have. And even if we tried to follow the forward time frame, there was no retest. Maybe in the 30 minutes, who knows? It was something someone can play with. Uh, mm, yeah, I think in the 30 minutes, uh, there was something here that you can play with. Price shift, price retest, can enter along there, you stop here, and where the price will take profit here, which is fine. You already got your money. Uh-huh. Mm. I think it's even way lesser 15 minutes time frame. Oh no, it's only clear now on the 30 minutes. Uh, so 30 minutes you would have entered and you'd have got that trade. Yeah. But now ask yourself this question. This is on Friday, 8 hours. That's when you get this trade, right? Mhm. On a Friday is when price was having another retest at this point. Now look at this in the daily perspective. How would you say buy at this point? On the previous day, there was this bearish, and then this day is almost catching up to sell more. You just go the 30-minute shift to catch the buy, cut the forward time frame where we are buying from here without even any shift in the forward time frame. So it just makes no sense even to buy, but it played out like no. Uh, NZD card is our next on the list. Mm, we really wanted to sell this so bad. But let me just take it back. I don't know. So this is how we close Friday. Perfect. If you've never seen a perfect trade, we were looking at one. We were in front of one. This one. Price closed, respected this level, as you can see. Mhm. And then mm, let me see. Okay. What we can do here is you can see this is a Monday close, Friday. So all we are just hoping for is just a daily rejection to bring us back here. That's all. Yeah, that's all we want to see. Right? Once we get that, get the sell. Yeah. Yeah. And when it does that to be good, because price has already respected this other OG level here. So let's see what happens to Monday. Uh, Monday feels good, but Tuesday makes that close for us. Okay? And when we get that close price now, we test, uh, but you see better in the forward time frame. But for now, just see. So we end up getting the ultimate pattern I was showing you, the evening star here. And when I see this, I even get ready to sell. But I'm still waiting for the confirmation with the forward time frame. Just didn't spark at that same moment and see what happens. Just for me being a bit more patient, I was saved from this massive blowout. Yeah, test. And what's crazy is this happened well, I think that NZD NZD New Zealand dollar the only don't test. Yeah, that's when price just that's when it gained value. I don't know how. No, was it Wednesday? No, it was Friday, but Thursday they had news. Yeah. So you can see that Tuesday break you're seeing is this one. You see? This is the Tuesday break you saw. And this was the Wednesday week you saw. What I'm saying is, mm, this was the Monday close you saw. And this was the Tuesday close you saw. Uh, and this was the Wednesday uh bullish close. So yeah, this one. This is what price did, if you remember. Right? Yeah. Then it had the week pullback, right? Here on the daily time frame. Mm. So now if you analyze this in the weekly time frame, you'll see that the Tuesday close was this one at this point here, here, right here. So if you can see what has just happened, the Tuesday just had the perfect close at this point. And all I need is price. I just need to wake up and find price at this point. That's all. That's all, brothers, here. You see, because price has already closed, and this is 17. The Tuesday candle just closed. So I'm expecting Asian session to have a small, mm, just a small play around of market until I find it here. You see? Mhm. What does price do? The same thing I'm expecting to happen here. Test and engulfing happens. But how? In big candlesticks, you see? And then it ends up taking out the 4 hour lower high. You see? And what happens is what the 4 hour now becomes what? Bullish. You see? Making this the higher low and this the higher high. And see how this perfect trade just gets ruined. After we waited for how many weeks for this trade? Perfect. Nice break. Nice retest around it. But the retest ends up being big candlesticks. And what's shocking is this is Asian session. We don't expect large momentum. Oh, just a minute. So, so as you can see, that's how a very nice trade just get messed up over the Asian session. Mm. So now you'll see what happens. This is why I don't trade there. This is Tuesday, right? This is Tuesday. Saving this lower time frames. There was nothing really we can do. 15 minutes time frame. There is also nothing really we can do. So it's just the trade that decided to flip on us. Mhm. Yeah. And you can see how it flipped dramatically, where the daily is almost going bullish now. You can see. And the only way I can sell this idea is if price comes back here, here, and breaks it and we test, that's the only way. But as of now, I can't do anything. You know what price is now? The daily time frame is where price can easily go bullish, and not only on the daily time frame, but on the weekly time frame. So, see? So what does this leave me? Uh, I can give this trade a week by avoiding it this week and just letting it close bearish if it wants to give me that sell. And you can join in from there. Yeah. Mm, that's much safer. Mhm. That's way much safer. So, uh, but as of now, the current OG level is this one. You have to update that. This one becomes, I don't know how many OG. So we'll see what price does this week. Unfortunately, can't go with it this week. So Now we have three. The first one is AUDNZD. I like this pair, it's easy to analyze. As you can see, um, also for this pair, your price did what you wanted on a Monday. If you tested at this level, um, so when we're at this point, you only needed one more extra thing, just one more here. Price to shift, just one. Price to shift, and we test, then sell. But I think it's the it's this Tuesday push that destroyed the old NZD card and AUD NZD trade. You see? Mhm. So this led to mm, this led to a break and a potential retest here. So we can sell. Okay. But we missed this also. You see, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can be sad, but that happened. So just adapt and wait for price to come and respect this zone, which we will do, or is this fair move steadily? So I just hope it happens. But it can happen this week. But again, you can see if you look at the weekly down, right? It closed bearish. And this one is a bit different. Why I can hand it on the pair? Because price can simply give me a weak pullback and sell. It's different when I'm looking for buys and then price gives me a bearish close, or I'm looking for sales, then price gives me a bullish close. In that case, then I need a weekly candle go in the direction I want to see. But in this case, I just need a pullback. So this one can stay. AD card. This one, at least the weekly is secured. We had the rejection there. So just that the daily is a bit up. Mhm. But the trade is still in play, still fine. All I just need is one thing, one small little thing. It's just for daily to have a bearish close. That's all. Yeah. That's the only thing I need. If I just get that done, oh, I will not to sell. Okay. Mm. In the 4 hour time frame, a good part is price made a lower high, and this is the lower low. You see? And price already retested this point here. See? Mm. So meaning I no longer have to worry about price being up here. All I have to wait for is just price to come back here, make a lower low, and you test back there, and then that's all. Cancel. That's the only thing we need in this pair outside. To get this, we are home and dry. So this one can also stay. Just don't know about this one. We can keep UCHF. Just that the bad thing is these things are so close to where price gets shift. You can see this is the daily time frame. So once price breaks above, everything is ruined. But again, once price closes like this, everything is selling. You see? Mhm. So it's more of we are taking a leap of faith next week. Okay? Mhm. Yeah. I just hope we don't make any mistakes. uh, so if the daily sells in that way, that means that the weekly also will go the daily, the 4 hour also go bearish. Because even this pair, we had a very nice trade. Let's see. Nice shift. And this led to the shift. So all we needed was this retest and then price to make a new lower low, test and sell. You see? Mhm. But now we are forced in one thing. We have two things we have to look out for. Price shouldn't break above this line, and price should make a new lower low at this level by taking out this higher low. And then once it tests, we can sell. Okay. So I think we can wait for that. Yeah, it's not bad. But this is the only bad part. The weekly closed bullish. So if the weekly closed bullish, so same with Euro CHF and NZD card. No difference. Because I want to sell when they are all hanging on the cliff. If I can add Euro CHF, then there's no reason why I can't add NZD card. You see? Yeah. So USHF, USD CHF, also the same thing. NZD USD, also need price to come back there. This one, I might even add AUD NZD, AUD JPY than that. This one also ain't on the cliff. This one need the retest. Now this one need the retest. So it's really a tough situation, but we'll make the decision in the last session. Okay? Who knows, we might even add Izal USD now. So that's it. See you in the next video at 10 p.m. Just show you which pairs we've picked. Okay? Okay. Have a nice afternoon. I think now it's evening. No, it's still afternoon by the last hour. Happy Sunday, guys. to add USDCHF, Euro CHF, and meaning I can also add a